Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance and budgeting journey. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my 3rd paycheck of June, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and savings challenges. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so it is week 3 of June. This month is absolutely flying by. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by seeing what I've got left over in my wallet from my variable expenses, seeing if there's anything that we can go ahead and unstuff and contribute to savings challenges a little bit later in the video. So groceries was fully spent this week eating out. I have $5 left. I'll go ahead and unstuff that. Gas, I've got $5 left, but I am going to roll that over. Spending money, it looks like $10 left. We'll go ahead and unstuff that. Say Yes has 5 left. We will unstuff that. Be Kind has a little bit left. I'm going to roll that over, and let's see what miscellaneous. Miscellaneous has 10, so I will go ahead and unstuff that. So that is it for my wallet. We'll go ahead and set that aside. And I will go ahead and put all this money aside because we'll contribute that to savings challenges towards the end of this video. So for this week, I did go ahead and make just a couple of tweaks. The biggest one was that I want to make sure that every week from here on out until it's filled, I've got enough money to be able to fill in one of my bubbles in my magical vacation savings challenge for our cruise fare. That's our largest savings challenge within that set. And we are coming up, I mean, we're not really close, but we're starting to get closer to the point in time where we're going to have to start making regular payments on that. I think it's 25% 6 months out and then 25% 3 months out. I can't remember the exact payment schedule. Anyway, the point being, I really wanted to make sure that we started saving really intentionally for that. So because each of those symbols is worth $200, I needed to kind of pick and pull from a couple of different places to make sure that I had enough to do that. So I did make those couple of adjustments. I used my digital budget planner to do that, but otherwise I went ahead and transferred that over into my cash planning notepad just so I knew exactly what I was stuffing, because it is going to be a little bit different this week. And then I will have this off to the side so that I can make sure that I know what I'm stuffing. And then after I went ahead and filled that out, I knew that I needed to get $1,300 out of the bank. You can see the denominations that I needed. And so I'll go ahead and pop this into my cash tray. I hope you all have had an amazing week. Our last 2 weeks has been so incredibly busy because we had what's called Media Day at work, which is where we kind of capture all of the content that we need, so photographs and videography for the year. So literally anything you see with the guys on TV, from them kind of announcing their names, the school that they came from, what position they play, we capture all of that. And then we also capture kind of photo and video that we use in all sorts of places for the year. So it is a big day because literally we've got like 6 or 7 stations and all the guys go to every single station. So it has to be this big choreographed dance. So that was probably the biggest project that I've had so far in the new job, but it was an absolute blast. That is definitely, just given my background, like that is my wheelhouse. So it was an absolute blast, but so busy. So we've been catching up from that a little bit, and then also catching up from filling orders from my shop drop. And I just want to say thank you so much for supporting my shop drop in the way that you guys did. All of those packages should be making their way into your homes. If you haven't received it yet, it should be on the way, and I'm so excited to hear what you guys think about all of it. I'm just so beyond grateful for the way that you rallied around that. It truly blew me away, and it meant so much to me. So I'm so excited for you to get your goodies and so excited to hear what you think of them. But we are going to go ahead and get started here, and we will start by stuffing my wallet for the week. So let's go ahead and pop this out. So many of you got this color, well, a lot of you got this style of this petite wallet, but a lot of you picked up the same color that I picked out as well. So I'm so curious when you see it in person what you think. I love this size. It has been working for me big time, just in terms of it being a little bit more petite, but I would love to hear what you guys think about it when you get yours. All right, groceries. Groceries is getting $200. All right, eating out. Eating out is getting $140. I'm not sure we'll spend that in its entirety because we are having a couple of Father's Day things this weekend, and normally like we'll dip into that during the weekend. So, but we are covering Father's Day with my Father's Day funds that we already purchased things for. So, so hopefully we'll have a little bit left over in groceries and eating out this week. All right, gas had $5 left over, but I'm gonna add 50 to that. For this week, spending money is getting $30. Say yes is getting $30. Be kind is going to get another 5. And the miscellaneous is getting $40, but a mix of bills. So we'll do a 20, a 10, and 2 5s for that. All right, and then I'm not going to touch my spent envelope, so we will go ahead and that will be my wallet for the week. All right, guys, time for long-term sinking funds. And this has been a really popular color with the shop drop too, this binder color, and I absolutely love it. You can see the dashboard that I paired it with for the linen dashboard, and I just think it's beautiful. So, so super excited to see what you guys think about this color in person. So, all right, emergency is getting $50 this week. So emergency now has 100, 200, 250, 300, 350. So starting to build this one back up. Insurance, I just paid that premium. So insurance is getting 25. We will start building it back up for the next time the premiums due. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. All right, home is getting $40 this week. So home now has 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 420. Car is getting 15 this week. So car now has a $500 placeholder, 50, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 630 saved up for car. Subscriptions is getting $15. So subscriptions now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then annual passes is getting $15. So annual passes now has 100, 200, 300, 350, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. So that one is in a good place. Birthdays, I did pull from this a bit because we needed to get some things in preparation for Remy's birthday party. So super excited about that. And it is getting $25 this week. Get to make the balance of the payment on her play place and then order her cake as well. So birthdays now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 375 left in birthdays, which is awesome. St. Jude is getting $10. So it now has 30, and I'm just going to make a monthly donation. Save up $10 every week, and then we'll be making a $40 monthly donation. And then medical is not getting cashed up this week. So that is it for long-term sinking funds. And now into short-term sinking funds. And this has been another really popular binder color so far. So we will get into shopping. Shopping's getting $25 this week. All right, so shopping now has 50, 70, 90, 95, $100 even. Clothing is getting $30 this week. So it now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 25. Date night is getting 15. We haven't been on a date in a little while, so maybe we can figure out a time to do that. All right, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. That's a good amount. family fun is empty, and it is getting 25. So we'll go ahead and pull that. Self-care is getting 15. So self-care now has 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. And I actually booked myself a massage, but I've got so many gift cards that I've saved up over the past several birthdays and Christmases. So I won't even have to pull from that for that, but I'm really excited for that. All right, Lola and Luna. Sorry, let me flip my page over here. Lola and Luna are getting $25. I've not booked a massage. Like, I have not had a massage in at least a couple of years. It's been a long time, so very excited for it. All right, Lola and Luna now have 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. All right, gifts. Gifts are getting $25. So gifts now have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. School is getting $20. So school now has 60. And then Oops is getting $20. And so Oops now has 60 as well. All right, that's it for short-term sinking funds. I'm just going to pop this cash back and just organize it into the cash tray here, because now it is time for savings challenges. So, all right, starting with the 52-week savings challenge. So, bend that one back a bit. All right, so we are on week 25 of the 52-week savings challenge. So let's go find that one. Pull a 20 and a 5 here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do, only got 2 of those 20s left, and I'm gonna put that into Christmas. So we'll do 2 10s and a 5 for that. All right. Let's color in number 25. And then next week we will officially be halfway through this one, which is banana pants. It is actually insane. That it blows my mind that that is true, but it is. All right, and that is it for the 52-week savings challenge. All right, so let's next go to the 12-month savings challenge. On this one, I decided to just kind of go over the little like thong part of the flip-flops for it, and I'm gonna go ahead and do, what do I want to do? Let's do $150, because that'll give us a really good head start on this one. So that'll be 15 of these symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So then next week I'll only need to do $110 to finish that one up. So that'll be great. All right, that is it for June. Next we'll get into holidays here, and I think I'm just gonna do 2 for holidays. So I'm gonna go ahead and do $40 for Christmas so I can fill in a stocking, since I do that every single week. We'll stay on track for that. All right, and then I'm gonna see how I'm doing on July 4th, because I think I've only got 2 paychecks left for finishing that one out. Lucky for us, July 4th is only $2 a symbol, so it should be pretty easy to finish it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do we'll do $10. And I can do 5 symbols, and then we'll just plan on finishing it out next week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And we'll just need $22 next week, which isn't too bad. And then after 4th of July, I'll start getting after celebrate for our anniversary, and then really celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas are the next big ones coming up after that. So not too bad on that. All right, and last is the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. So I am first going to pop back and take the $200 that I plan to have and put that into my other, fill out one of these symbols. Filling out even one of these is a pretty big accomplishment since it's $200 each, but trying, like I said, I'm going to do this every week, just fill in one every single week until I get this challenge done, because this is our biggest challenge with the cruise fare. It's our largest one that we have to save for. And then I've got $15 left, so I think I'm just going to pop over. I think food and drink is $15 a pop. Where is it? All right, perfect. So I'll just put those 3 5s behind there, and then we'll fill in a little leaf. That is one more on that one, which is great. All right, guys, that is it for this week. And like I said, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting the shop drop. Hopefully you all have seen your shipping notifications come through. Everything that was kind of all of your orders that that came through the kind of within the first week of the sale have been sent out. So so hopefully you'll be getting those packages here soon. Please let me know how you're liking everything. I hope you're loving the new products. And I just again want to say thank you so much for all the support that you showed. For those of you that, you know, chose to shop the drop, for all the support you showed that way, and for all the support you show on this channel, from watching the videos to liking them to commenting to being subscribers. I just can't tell you how much all of it means and how helpful all of it is. So as always, for those of you that are on your own personal finance and budgeting journey, I just want to take a moment to wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.